if you are investing the time to measure your social impact, I think it's really important for businesses to have a social value marketing strategy and really think about what they're trying to achieve, whether it's about trying to secure more funding opportunities or contracts, really thinking about the audience that you're trying to communicate with as well, and what their social value priorities are, and then having an action plan, following through and actually using that sort of golden information that you're collecting in terms of measuring social value. And I think it's only through that kind of systematic and strategic approach that you can really gain that competitive advantage and USP from social value.
I think, Ranj, you're right when you talk about some of the things that organisations need to do to kind of demonstrate the value of measuring social impact. So a lot of the work that we do with organisations is around helping them understand that the best thing to measure is the impact that they have on the people that they support. So having a real plan around measuring the journey of a person can really benefit organisations. So capturing all of that data, but making sure it's captured in a way in which it can inform back to the kind of marketing plan to say, actually, this is the difference we make. And I think one of the things that we've been doing with the SciAMS work is this idea of helping organisations understand how if you align your data capture along the journey of people, then what you're able to do is at each stage of that process you can look at what's changing about the individual from the point where they perhaps first inquire or first come into a service, through the support and the assessments that people provide over time, then to see what the outcomes are of the work that an organisation has done. And at that stage you can start to see the real value, not only in the difference that you happen to have done with the person, but actually if you've got someone into employment, if you've got them to stop presenting at the GP regularly, if they're not going to A&E so much, then what that does is there is a real value to that work. And actually if you can capture that, you can then start to work with the figures to be able to say, this is the difference we make. And I think for me that's quite important, that we don't just think about social value, or organisations don't think of social value as just about a pounds perspective. It has to be around the change in the individual and the person within their community.
What we've been working with our clients on is encouraging them to think not just about their accounts and their financial results, but also to balance that with their social value. So where Ranjit and Mark, where you're talking about the difference that they make to people and how you market it, is really trying to get the accounts to be a package with the social value information. So it's a blended approach to your performance. As well as that, it's really important for social investment to be able to demonstrate your social value really clearly, because although social investors will be expecting a financial return, if you're already evidencing your social value and marketing it effectively, it makes their job much easier in terms of recognising that actually you're an organisation worth investing in, because they won't have to then ask you to collect loads of data because you've already done it, and they won't have to ask you to look at how you market it and engage with potential investors or other stakeholders because you're already doing that effectively. So it's really important that people do recognise that social value can help them to build and grow their organisations really, really effectively.